This is a very short video on how to do linear regression in Excel. Most of you have probably done this before, but in case you haven't, here I've got data from a previous group of students who did this assignment with the height that they dropped golf balls from and the number of bounces that they observed. So the first thing I'm going to do is select the data, both columns, and then go up to Insert. And you can do recommended charts, but sometimes it does strange things like that. What we want here, since we've got our independent variable and then our response variable, we want to do that with a scattergram. Okay, and so that very nicely shows us our data. Now, of course, we don't want to just turn this in. We need to put a better title on it. And we need to go ahead and add axes over here. There is this quick layout where sometimes you can get one. Ooh, that's not bad. And just pick one. And then if you don't need something here we only have one set of data and one line, which we'll eventually have. So we don't need that. It went ahead and put this in for me, which was interesting. So I'm going to undo that. So again, the really quick one is fine if you want. But you can also do those individually. Going up here, add chart element, and add the axes titles. There's the primary axis. Of course, we need to add an axis for height and put in how that was measured. And the same thing for the other axes. Oh, whoops, turned off the axes. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the axes title. So yes, we want to have both primary and vertical and horizontal axis, and then we want to have a primary vertical axis title. So this would be our number of bounces. Okay, so remember to have good labels on everything, nice and readable. Now, with our data, you can click on one of the data points, right click, say add trend line. There's a lot of different options. We're going to stick with linear for this assignment for right now. And then we're going to go down and take a look at some of these other options. We don't need to set the intercept. In this case, display the equation on the chart and display the r squared. Okay, and there we go. And Excel does a pretty good job of making charts that you can then just click and copy and paste this into a Microsoft Word document. Does pretty well. They look pretty good. Just make sure you don't make the charts too big and then copy and paste it, because the fonts will come out really tiny. You can make the charts smaller, and notice how the fonts will be relatively larger when you copy and paste it in. So that's one way you can control that. And there you go.